Life in Him, life in Him.
My name is Brian Jemison. I'm the assistant pastor here at Common Ground Vineyard Church in Fort Pierce, Florida. I've been here for about 3 years, and I primarily work with outreach with at-risk children out here in the community, what we call the hood, here in Fort Pierce. I'm the youth pastor here at the church as well, and I'm working with teens and adolescents, just trying to show them what it means to have relationship and a full life in Jesus Christ. Well, when I first accepted Jesus, my wife and I attended a service, a simple service. There was a small congregation, and we went, and the night that we really dedicated our lives, we truly connected. I was just coming out of a dramatic car accident. I was heading on my way to night school at the time. I was studying fashion design, and I thought I was going to be this big fashion designer, the next Calvin Klein or what have you. I wrecked my wife's vehicle, totaled it, smashed it, fluids everywhere. Everything under the hood that you could think of was busted. And, there were bystanders who looked and they could not believe it. Every jaw was dropped all around me. And I walked out of that car without a scratch. And the church is it. I mean, when you look at the New Testament, you look at believers who first gathered together, what were they doing? When Jesus came around and he came on the scene, he set up his body on the earth. He set up his disciples. He set up his group, his guys who were going to change the world. When he ascended, he explained to them that the Comforter would come. He explained to them that power would come from on high. He established his church. He set these guys up. He said, go preach the gospel to the ends of the earth. He didn't do that to say, well, you guys preach to one guy and one guy and another guy, and then they're all going to go off in separate directions. No, he said, you guys are going to come together. The goal was to say, look, you guys are going to be a fellowship of believers. You guys are going to storm the gates of hell together as one force. And that is the essential ingredient to our Christian walk. I couldn't do anything without my brothers and sisters with me. I couldn't do anything without church body of fellowship, pastors, leaders, elders, those who give wise counsel. I couldn't do anything in my life that I've done to be a pastor today, to minister to others today, without those who have guided me along this path. So it is essential. You can say I'm a Christian and I don't go to church, but I would challenge that, because you cannot live the fullness of your walk with Christ without being a part of his body.
Good evening. This is day 31, and day 31 it's coming towards its end. And as you saw here in the beginning, Gary was doing the jump. Sometimes even we Christians, we do silly stuff, childish stuff, but we are having fun, and that's the most important thing. Today we did 2 fantastic interviews for Life in Him, and as you saw, Pastor Brian gave his testimony, and we had an awesome time. And here we'll see another interview we did today with another brother who has another powerful testimony about how he came out of growing up and being involved with Jehovah's Witness.
Life in Him, life in Him.
My name is Joe Noach. I grew up in New York and, lived there for most of my young adult life. Moved down here, in my early teens, and, been here, for that amount of time. And have I always been a Christian? Yes. No. I was not raised as a Christian. My parents And when I was around 7 or 8 years old, became affiliated with the Jehovah's Witness organization, which came to them in a point in their life which they really needed something. So they took to it pretty quickly and pretty strongly. And so from the time I was, 7, 8 years old till I was about 16 years old, I was part of the Jehovah's Witness organization. I was thinking about the now, instant gratification, how I felt today, what I was going to do today. Tomorrow wasn't even a thought in my mind. Most of my days then bled into a single day. There were days where I would 3, 4, 5 days be up without even, so thinking it was all in a day. So tomorrow wasn't a question or a thought in my mind. It was all about now. I was out getting into mischief, and that's when I really started to, get more involved with the Jehovah's Witness religion. That's where I learned a lot of information about the Bible, and I started to change. And because I thought that's what everybody wanted of me, and I wanted to be a pleaser. And so I started to study the Bible. I started to study with members of that congregation. Came to a point to where I wanted to be involved more, and they said in order to be more involved, you have to become a baptized witness. I probably wouldn't have had to experience the things that I did experience, but I think that those things that I experienced made me who I am today, and it made me be able to hopefully give a good testimony to somebody that's out there that's experiencing or experienced what I experienced, and know that there is a way that God provides that is a better life.
Tomorrow we will also do more of episodes for Life in Him. We're gonna do a couple of interviews, and tomorrow I'm heading back to my home in Okeechobee, Florida. And Wednesday night we will be at Fountain of Life Church together with Skip Fry, Gary Nutt, Pastor Dave, and Pastor Linda Robertson, as well as some very special guests that we won't mention right now. But if you come there, you will see. I can tell you that you will be surprised who will show up that night. So another wonderful day is over, and God is good all the time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for praying for us. Thank you for all your support. Good night, and God bless. By the way, I couldn't do the jump that Gary did. So now you know that.